What's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of Pokedads, a Pokemon TCG podcast about, can guess it, Pokemon TCG. Hit us up on anything you like when it comes to social media. If that's, see, this is so much pressure. We went live. It's crazy. On Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's Pokedads TCG. And if you want to text us your polls, videos, deck lists, whatever, hit us up at 815-782-0202. I'm your host, Pokedad Rick, and with me today is...
And Pokedad intern Drew.
Aaron, welcome back, man. We missed you. How are you?
So much.
I really hope it just gets really high at some point, like you're in the middle of one of your nice laughs.
No.
Well, in all fairness, I'm still dealing with that stupid cough that I've had since last week too. So I'll be just talking, and the next thing I'll be like, cover your ear holes so you guys don't get sick.
There, fixed it for the stream. Professional stream, as we all know. I left myself muted when I unmuted you guys. So, we're good. So, I'm doing great, everybody, just so you all know.
How do you do? Oh, Pokedads!
Pokedads. My catchphrase is always professional stream.
All right, so question of the week was, what was Pokedad Aaron's story when we asked him how he's feeling?
Well, you just might have to listen to the podcast again on your favorite podcast platform to listen to it.
That was the plan. That way you have to watch it live and then listen to at least the beginning of it again. It's perfect.
I like it. All right, well, first up, buddy, how was the wedding? How was California? Was it good to be out there, or did you hate this fucking state?
So it was good. The weather was nice. I mean, honestly, it was Illinois-ish weather. It was, 65, 70s or so. It wasn't raining. Where I was at, they have wild chickens. So we literally are driving through a McDonald's to grab a morning coffee for the wife, and there's a rooster just sitting in by the drive-thru, just hanging out. Which I thought was ridiculous. It was funny. My wife was super excited about it.
It's like, what is that? You're like, it's a rooster.
No, she wants chickens, and as soon as she found out there were wild chickens, she's like, I need a chicken. She also wants ducks.
We're never leaving.
Yeah, basically, no, we were definitely not staying there. The hotel was not the best place. It was either this hotel or $140 more a night at the next hotel up. And my dad stayed at this one. Some of my other relatives did, and my dad definitely made mention of them sneaking in prostitutes at the end of the night or sometime in the middle of the night. So it was one of those kind of hotels. I would not recommend.
Was your dad sneaking in?
No, he was not. He was not. Oh, they were being snuck into the room next to him, where he then had to complain about it.
Not connecting doors.
There was a door. There was actually a connecting door. Oh man, it was.
Aaron, I hate to break this to you.
Oh man,
we gotta tell you about your dad.
Not
fairness, it wouldn't surprise me.
No, it definitely was not. Oh man, it was bad. So, other than that, I mean, honestly, me, the wife, the kid, we slept fine. We didn't have any weird issues or anything like that. It was just a crappy hotel. So after that, I mean, the wedding was good. It was supposed to be a dryish wedding with 3 drinks, and the bartender gave up after a half hour, and everybody got to drink what they wanted. Everybody was really responsible. Even the people that weren't supposed to drink, when they got really drunk because they snuck, liquor, didn't cause a scene, except for the one person who was drunk when they got there. And that one, I had to get her cut off. I'm like, she's cut off. She threw the GoPro. I was like, holy fuck, no. So, yeah. Oh man, it was.
The footage looked cool.
Oh, we were terrified that she broke it because Michaela comes walking up to her. Oh, she has the thing, and she goes to hug her, and she's like, "I can't hug you with this thing," and just kind of tosses it to the ground. We're like, "What the fuck?" And it's the only time she touched it because my wife was recording for them, and she set it down at the table, which is where the drunk lady was also at.
Nailed it.
Man, Nailed it. It was good times.
It was funny last week. For some reason, I started the episode just talking about my week because there was a lot going on, and I was like, Drew, this is weird because I'm not the one that usually goes first. Aaron does, and I was like, Aaron, how was? And I was like, oh yeah, he's not here. Drew, can you fill in for him? Drew goes straight. But anyways, Drew, how's your week going?
Good, man. It's a short week, but I'm working. I go on vacation on Thursday, so.
Cool.
I'm kind of in vacation mode already, and work has been a real drag, and I'm getting out every day, but just barely hanging on. But I'm playing a lot of Pokemon, and yeah, that's about the extent of it.
Hey, you did play a quick Sunny tournament today. How'd that go?
Yeah, Sunny Games. That was good. I played Duraludon, surprising nobody because I can't stop playing that deck. And I kind of messed around with the deck list a little bit, inserted some spice, and accidentally didn't put 2 Bronzong in, which kind of sucked. But it ended up being okay because I finished 14th, which seems like, oh, well, that's not really like a top cut finish. But the way that the deck played and just the matchups that I had felt really good, and I just really enjoyed playing it. So 14th wasn't really an accurate, I don't know, placement for how much fun I was having, blocking all these fun decks from getting above me.
It's like 14, but you know what? In my heart, I got number 1.
I was number
That's all.
one.
Better than Rayquaza.
That's
also,
all that matters.
But also, it's not even your correct deck list. You submitted the wrong one. So.
Yeah, I winged it, bro.
And wasn't there, if I remember correctly, it was like 54 people today, wasn't there? Wasn't 50 something?
Yeah, 50 something.
Yeah, so 14 is pretty dope.
Yeah, I'd say so. There was one Duraludon above me, so my goal is to be the best Duraludon from now on. That's it. No exceptions.
All right. You'll get an extra week because you'll be on vacation mode, and then you come back and you gotta get the rest off, and then that following week, let's see that happen. All right.
Yeah. No, for those watching on stream, I want Duraludon to be the list next to Boombox right there.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Let's see. At least I don't have another week of what is Finn sick this week, so that's good. Except my daughter fractured her tibia, and she was in a bounce house, like a bouncing area, and I guess she took a really heavy bounce and fell and fractured it. Which I found out from Pokedad Scott's wife that fractured is just a fun word. That she broke her tibia. Like,
yeah,
there's no difference.
Nope.
So
I mean,
I felt really silly. Tried to talk to her about it, and she's like, "No, she broke it." I was like, "Oh."
Yep, she broke it. It was good times. I told her like we're like we have something in common now, which is great. Now we can both talk about our broken legs.
It's just gonna be. So me and Champ both drive, small cars, and for her to commute those 4+ hours every other weekend, it's not gonna happen. So I won't see her probably close to Thanksgiving time. So it's kind of sucky.
Yeah.
But FaceTime is always the nice thing in this 21st century stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, outside of that, things are fine. Shannon's in Denver. She took a private plane out there.
That's fancy.
So
yeah,
sick.
she works for a company, and the CEO took her and a couple other people on his private plane to get to their other building in Denver. So she's a baller, according to Drew. So I appreciate it.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
That is real cool. I didn't know it was like a private plane. That's awesome.
Yeah, she was freaking out the night before because her boss wasn't like getting any info, and we were at the point. It was like Sunday night. I was putting Finn down, so it was like roughly around 8:00, and she just hands her phone to me, and I'm start reading it. And at first, I'm like, "Oh, so they're not gonna go." We joke because this guy he like changes his thoughts like every 5 seconds, and it's like, "Oh, she's not going, even though she's packed and she has no idea when she's leaving tomorrow." And then it's like, "Oh no, we're gonna be taking Marcus's private plane." And she's like, "Do you know private planes crash more than the big old company planes?" And I was just like, "You're on a private plane. Have fun." I don't know.
That's a bad way to think about it.
Oh no.
Yeah. So single dad life yesterday, today, and most of tomorrow. She'll be back at some point. She doesn't even know. It does just when the CEO decides when he wants to come back out this way.
Yeah.
I might even see her till the weekend. So it's been a little stressful, but nothing I can't handle. And then just trying to figure out Pokedad stuff, Pokemon stuff, work portfolios, trying to find a job, all that other fun stuff. It's just been stressful. Very long days. So, but it seems there might be a light at the end of the tunnel soon. So I don't want to jinx anything, but hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, cool.
Heck
All
yeah.
right, everyone's watching. We'll move on, and we'll actually get into some Pokemon stuff. But we're gonna start with Say That Pokemon, and Yeah, it's super easy. I didn't do anything complicated. It's our first Gen 1, though, and it's Chansey. So,
It's Chansey.
Chansey. Put a paddle. I'll have her go, Chansey. It's very, very hard. One of the cool facts about Chansey is, of course, it's been around since the base set. So there's 20 different cards of Chansey. And what's crazy is there are currently no Chansey cards in our standard format because the last Chansey card printed was in Hidden Fates, which we all know is not in the rotation anymore. So there was a Chansey in the Japanese set. What was it called? Blue Sky Scraper? Blue Sky?
Blue Sky Stream.
Blue Sky Stream.
Yeah, that's it. There's a Chansey in that set, but it did not make it to Evolving Skies out here. So it means a couple things. It could be a promo out here, or it'll be involved in Fusion Strike, or who knows. But Drew, if you click on our Dad's General, I have the link for the Japanese card. So just if you would like, open that up and read what whatever that Chansey card comes out here can do.
No pressure, because remember, I normally do this, so you have to do it better.
You got it. This one's for you, Eric. So we got Chansey. It's not a grass type Pokemon. It's colorless. It's got 110 HP, weak to fighting, 2 retreat cost. It's got a 2 colorless attack called Drain Slap for 30, and it heals 30 damage from this Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has Gentle Slap for 3 colorless that does 70.
Okay, it was good enough.
It's a broken card, yeah.
Busted card.
I like the art for it. The art I like the design for it. It's pretty.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, a little different.
Huge. I mean, either those are tiny trees or that's a Dynamax.
That is a valid point. Those are clearly tiny trees.
They're our what is it? Our accident bushes. They're just little bushes.
Happy little trees.
Little happy little trees. So the quick warning on the Pokedad market, I'm pretty confident that we will not influence it whatsoever. But a Chansey PSA 10 card is so rare that it goes for $36,000. So that's a little bit of
$36,001.
Yeah. Well, like you go on TCG Player, right? And then even say you get a Limitless or a Shadowless Chansey, you can still pick those cards up for like $8. Easy peasy. You know, not a lot of money involved and stuff like that. But then I remember, I think I was watching Breaking Night, or if it was Leon, I don't know. But there's only like at one point a handful of Gem Mint 10 Chanseys in the world. So because they're so little in existence, it's like, oh yeah, it's a high price, $36,000, and then a 9 drops all the way down to roughly, I think it was like $2,600.
20.
Yeah. I just posted that link in the chat so our Pokedad Nation could take a look. The difference between 10 and 9 is substantial. Oh my gosh. This is unreal.
So, yeah, if you still hold an old school Chansey, I know for a fact I had a first edition Chansey growing up when I was collecting. It was one of the few first editions I had, and I remember I was gonna sell my binder to, long story short, to like help my parents with some stuff when I was a kid. They were going through some money problems, and I thought selling my Pokemon cards was like the right thing to do. And the card store where I grew up in was like, I'll give you $110 just for the Chansey. I didn't do it, but I remember because I didn't know, because I was like, Chansey, it sucked. Right? I was just like, it's just Chansey. But I kept it and then eventually just gave it away. So that's good stuff right there. But anyways, cool. Yeah, Chansey, not hard. It's fun. The mother Pokemon, super dope. We'll get into some news. There's really not much going on because normally it feels like we record on Thursdays, and here we are on Tuesday. And Drew is leaving for vacation, so we had to make sure we're doing his stuff correctly.
But
But one of my
Tuesdays is our
favorite-
normal day. Like, this is normal
Yeah.
Feel so included.
for the first time in, like, 2 months. But it's normal, damn it.
And actually, Thursdays work out for Drew more than Tuesdays. So
That's true. I apologize to my Corviknight team for missing so many locals. I love you. I miss you. But I see you also every other day of the week.
Yeah, this is our time.
Yeah.
Right. Well, some fun news today from GameStop promotions because we're like 2 weeks away from celebrations, and they're giving out a free binder that has Sword and Shield, and another one with some fun. I think it was like basic Pokemon, and a big jumbo card of Snorlax Vmax. And what's cool about it is there's no spending limit. When they did a binder 4 months ago, and there was a $25 spending. Like you had to spend 25, but for the Snorlax and the free binder, you don't have to. There's nothing. You just gotta buy one Pokemon item, and you get those items for free.
Cool.
But to let everyone know, the binders don't hold normal Pokemon cards. They hold the jumbo cards. So, you're soon to be Shadow and Ice Riders and the Urshifu giant cards, the Meowth, Alakazam, the VU cards. You could plop that all in these binders and just be like, oh, that's a good time. That's a good time. I can't wait for G gets his giant Mew card. That's Mewtwo card.
Yeah, I need to get him one of those binders. He definitely used one for jumbo cards. They all just like sit in the front of his one of his Pokemon card binders he has right now.
No, that's great because I do give him like the big ones all the time. I'm like, here.
Yeah, he likes the big cards.
Go play. Yeah, that'd be cool. But there was a lot of video game stuff today. Did anyone check out the Diamond and Pearl stuff today?
Nope.
No.
It's fine. It's just like little updates.
Mhm.
Nothing extreme. It's not like, oh, but they did say there's going to be some bits that include to make it feel like the old Game Boy at times. So which, for nostalgia reasons, is kind of cool.
I don't
Kinda cool.
I don't want it to feel like the Game Boy at times. I just want it to be like, I want it just to be a remake. It can be as much Game Boy as, or I don't want it to be Game Boy, damn it. That's all I got.
It's fine. It's fine. You go enjoy it, but we all know Arceus is what's important.
Yeah.
Diamond and Pearls and rush through them and then get ready for that. And today they had some awesome news about some trainers that you'll run into, and also the evolution form of Scyther. And I'm not gonna say it because I clearly can't say it. So Aaron, what's the new Scyther form?
I didn't realize it was actually a Scyther form. I thought it was just a brand new Pokemon, but it is Cleavor.
Yeah.
Or Kelvor.
His hands are axes.
Yeah, it's Cleavor.
Yeah,
it-
but he.
Yeah,
Is it sick, though?
They're made of rock. They're cool as shit.
I personally have no problem with it. I thought it looked pretty cool. But
Mhm.
if you go on Instagram and Twitter all day today, everyone's like, it just looks like a rip-off Pokemon from a rip-off game. And I was like, doesn't any new Pokemon feel that way to you?
That's what I was thinking just then.
Yeah. I remember Gen 8, and I was like, what the fuck are these? Like this, I wasn't excited for a lot of these. I know Dragapult was cool in the beginning. I was like, oh yeah, Dragapult's cool. And then some other weird Pokemon. But I was like, oh, these are cool. And then I feel like this will be the same whatever we see in Legend of Arceus. But I wanted to reach out. We have one of our favorite Pokedad fans is Pokebrew, and his Scyther and Scizor is his favorite Pokemon, and I was meant to reach out to him and ask him how he felt about the Scyther evolution, but I didn't do it because Pokedad stuff.
I like him specifically because of his typing. For so long, we've had Crustle, which is our rock and bug type, but he was so slow and had incredible defense, which was sick. Now we might have one that has high special attack and high speed. So for those who play VGC, I think this is going to be a great addition to that kind of art, like the little meta trio that most people work their
cool.
way into. Yeah, I don't think the Pokemon play is gonna be the same because it's Arceus and you're not playing the turn-based stuff. But
Right.
it's still cool that in the future he could transition into other games and be playable as such.
Yeah, I was actually wondering. I could see Sword and Shield doing like a DLC of those Pokemon down the line because we're still a couple years or so from Generation 9.
Yeah, that'd
They're
be
like
Yeah,
dope.
maybe.
they're like they're like, oh hey, here is your favorites, and get yourself the Growlithe and stuff like that, and go from there. It'll be interesting. We'll see how that
Mhm.
goes. um, so outside of video game stuff, we got one other thing, and then Unite came out with a survey today asking players some questions that are like super interesting. It's on one of Pokedad's favorite websites at Kotaku, and Pokemon Unite survey suggests huge changes could be coming. And I'm just going to read this quick section here. It says a number of questions the survey asks are quite intriguing. The fifth question, for example, wonders what kind of supplemental content you find interesting, with answers including visual story content from Pokemon Unite, maybe like League of Legends, I can't speak, League of Legends or Overwatch, animation shorts, or even esports. Later, the survey asks, what do you find frustrating about the game? The answers, such as it's difficult to avoid relying heavily on teammates, um, and then also it just skips. I can't find the other part.
I would say that if you're losing, just win Zapdos to win the game.
But two particular questions stand out the most. Is question 24 wonders the level of intensity players might want from additional gameplay modes, asking if they prefer the gameplay to be much more casual, the same intensity, or much more intense than the standard 5-on-5 mode at remote stadium. And then, meanwhile, question 25 goes deeper, asking if you want to see things like lobby base on Pokemon Town, more ways to interact with monsters like feeding and petting them, and additional playable Pokemon and type advantages. This survey is going out to certain players from the TMI Studio Group with the store of MOBA in the future. So I think that's kind of cool. Of course, it came out last week. I've opened it every day, mostly because it was hard for me to open it up every day on my Twitch, because you'd be like, oh, I gotta grab my Twitch, load the game, do all this, and then on my phone, I'm on my phone constantly. So I'm slowly getting my Greninja, even though he's free right now, or he was free yesterday. I don't know how it works, like what days what Pokemon are free, but I'm slowly getting to day 14. So
I think it's usually, I mean, if it's like League of Legends, I don't actually know, but it would be like a weekly rotation, is what it would be.
Rotation.
Yeah.
So, I know Drew and Aaron, you guys haven't really played it much, but would you like to see the game be a little bit more, I guess, more competitive, or do you like the casual play of it?
Aaron, I'll let you start.
So I would say, I feel like that's a kind of a loaded question, because depending on where you're looking at it, at the high level, the high rank, you're going to see that competitive play. You're going to see those people trying, the optimal, move sets that you pick, the optimal team lanes, the optimal jungler and stuff like that. Whereas in the lower ranks where, your bronze, your silvers, your golds in terms of players, I can't remember the ranks they have in Unite, because I haven't played in a bit, but those are where you're going to have that. You can kind of play what you want. There's going to be games where you're going to be able to kind of carry a little bit if you know what you're doing. There's going to be those games where you just get completely destroyed and there's nothing you do because of your teammates. I don't think there's a way to fix that because of the player base, and and you're now trying to edit a game for two different groups. You're trying to do overly competitive group, which is the high rank group, which is where they should be at, and the casual group, which are going to be like that mid tier, low tier group. And that's really hard to do. It happens the same thing in StarCraft, where they make an adjustment at the top tier because something is way too powerful up there, but down below, it just completely destroys everybody because now no one can play anything because of that one slight change. So
interesting. No, that's great. What about you, Drew?
What I've noticed just from playing, especially on ranked, is it doesn't matter your individual performance. If your team wins, you get bumped up in rank. You could be bottom frag almost every single time and still move up the ranked ladder, which is misleading because this is a free game that's available on mobile and Switch that's geared towards a kid's cartoon for children. So if you have a 5-year-old jumping into ranked games at random, just running around with, Charizard, and everybody else is doing really good and they're winning, they're getting bumped up in rank, and it's just it's skewing it. So I think, like what Aaron was saying, you are gearing it towards two different player bases, but that's obviously something you can't control. You're not like, okay, well, how old is this person? Yeah, I'm never gonna rank them up, because there could be a really good 5-year-old Unite player, but they can't, these are things that they can't govern. So I think that adding more competitive features to this is not going to give you accurate data in the long scheme of things.
Yeah, and I think also there's no one's going to want to play it if you win a game and you aren't rewarded for it, even if you do crap. So you can't punish someone when you win by not giving them what they technically, in a sense, earned. Quotation fingers.
Right.
Yeah. I also feel like, though, they should be able to separate ages, right? Because they ask for your age when you register to the game, right? Like, I have to go in there and be like, oh, I'm an old man playing this.
Maybe they do already.
Maybe.
It's a possibility. Who knows? But I mean, that's the same. I mean, League of Legends, Dota, all of them do that. They don't separate ages, but they all have kids playing. They all have adults playing, and it's gonna be skewed early on here. But as you improve, you're gonna run into less and less of those people that have no idea what they're doing. If you improve yourself, and on occasion, you're gonna have those games where it's just, I'm carrying the shit out of this person. That's how it goes.
My back hurts. My back hurts. Is that you at all this weekend, Drew, when you were playing some Halo?
Dude, I had a lot of fun playing the flight, man. I had a lot of fun. I cannot wait to play it again. It's unreal. Like, it's so unfortunate that I'll be out of town this weekend because I got the second invite to the second flight, or the third flight this is now.
Cool.
So
that was a big game too, right? They're going more than 16 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be cool for a big team battle to kind of show up and see what else they bring to these larger maps. And then, I know this is Pokemon news, but there's like a Halo event happening in Raleigh, one of the Carolinas. I think it's North Carolina.
Yeah.
And a couple buddies of mine, they're like, "Hey, you going to Raleigh?" And I was like, "No, there's no way. Like, I need to save money for the first Pokemon event to happen before I can go justify playing a Halo event." But yeah, I was so excited. It was so much fun.
Question is, did you ever play against Azul?
No, I didn't. I match made very often when he was playing, but I didn't get to play against someone, or with him for that matter.
It's a bummer. That's a bummer. Drew might have been talking some shit.
I need redemption, man. He smoked me in the Players' Cup time after time with like my early Urshifu Inteleon deck before Chilling Rain, before all that fun stuff.
Slippery Bear.
No. No. Not Slippery Bear.
Slippery Bear, yeah.
Sorry,
we are family friendly. How dare you?
Speaking of the middle finger, though, did you guys hear about Eli Manning on Monday Night Football last night?
No.
So people that are watching Monday Night Football, the Manning brothers are just being commentators, so they're just talking. It's been 3 weeks now. They've had good moments, bad moments, and Eli, just being Eli, was talking about how awful Philadelphia fans can be to the opposing team, and then he was like, I could see this 9-year-old, and he'd be like, "Hey, Eli." and Eli was like, "Oh, ESPN, you can just blur that out." And then, of course, ESPN couldn't blur it out. So.
That's good.
So yeah, shout out to any of our Philadelphia listeners. You guys are great, but you guys are you're very passionate, just like New York fans are. So I respect it. I respect it. Hopefully, you guys get something good for Ben Simmons. It's crazy to think that the NBA season is going to start soon again, and I can't wait for my Bulls to be mediocre. It'll be mediocre. You see, I got a bull right there. He's half of a bear. Yeah, very Chicagoan. You see this?
I'm very excited
this-
for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Back to
Cups
Pokemon.
and socks in the same shirt. That must be a sin, dude.
It's great. It's great. But anyways, yeah, middle finger stuff on live TV. It's cool. Before we go into, I want to talk about some live stuff that we kind of missed last week, but it's also just knowing more info that we got this week.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you guys think about this whole Oreo craze right now with the Mew being sold for like $1,000 on eBay? And
Delicious.
I have been laughing my ass off, especially since, as you saw, my wife bought me 2 packs of Pokemon Oreos because she's like, "You're gonna do a pack opening with this," and I was laughing at it. I'm like, "But I'm gonna open one now because I got another one I can still do that with." So the very first Oreo I pulled was a Mew. I was like, "Yeah."
dumb luck. The very first.
Literally the very first cookie. I was like, just pulled it out, flipped it over. I'm like, cool. I didn't know it was rare or anything. I just like, cool, I got the Mew.
I have 2 packages. I haven't pulled Mew, and I don't think I've pulled Rowlet. Those were the 2 I haven't pulled.
My wife yelled at me for almost eating it because I made a joke about like, half eaten Mew for $18 or something like that on the Discord. And she's like, "Did you actually eat it?" I'm like, "No, I haven't eaten it yet." I'm like, "I'm still getting my shit ready." She's like, "You're not allowed to eat it." I was like, "Son of a bitch." And so we've been holding on to it. No, it's because I've been laughing because she's been sending me like articles on it. It's like, you see the ones for like $20, the ones for like 50, then the 3,000, then the 25,000. I'm just laughing at it. It's really funny. We're probably gonna let the kid eat it. I think is the plan. I'm like, here's a $20 Oreo, or a $25,000 Oreo.
Oh, get out of here. My favorite one is like the misprint, and the Mew was flipped, so they had to flip it over and had the frosting on top of it. So people were like, "This print Mew."
Oh
Here we
man.
go.
I did pull one out of my pack.
Nice.
That had Mew on one side, and I think it was it?
Oh, yeah.
Piplup?
Yeah,
Piplup on the other side.
You had a double cookie, and you
misprint.
that was worth so much money. You got 2 for 1.
It tasted like a PSA 10.
I believe it.
Go. God, think if it was Mew to Mew, like you got a Mew on one side and then you flipped it over and it was another Mew.
Would that technically make it Mewtwo?
There it is. That's a Pokedad joke right there.
You
Good
actually,
job, intern.
you could have at least made $20 on that if it was both.
Yeah, at least for sure that was $20 money right there.
Man,
It's like, no, I didn't take another Mew and squish it together. You can tell
one side.
it was originally together. Yeah,
It's sealed. It's sealed.
In the Ziploc baggie.
It's still got the factory crumbs.
Nailed it. Yeah, but segueing into some sealed stuff, we found out that on Pokemon PCG, transferring your product that's not open, so your booster booster packs, or your tins, is limited to 125. So say if you have, like our buddy Drew over here, over 7,000 packs,
just a
only
couple.
120, only 125 are transferring for the diamonds or shards, whatever they're
Crystals?
called.
The currencies. I'm pretty sure it's crystals.
And then the rest of the stuff will just disappear. So he's been trying his best to help other Pokemon players and do trades, and so he doesn't lose everything.
Which is really awesome, to be honest. That's really cool. Like I haven't actually said it, but I think that's a great thing. You're like looking around, like who needs stuff that I can help you with because I only need this much. So
I honestly thought you were saying it was really awesome that he's losing.
Yeah, get fucked.
You can die with all your packs, bro. Good job ordering all that.
Thanks for all those cards you gave me already. Fuck you. No, I think it's really cool that you're helping everybody out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like things like Ice Riders
Mm-hmm.
and Shadow Riders, I don't necessarily have an abundance of.
Yeah.
But if I can help you complete a deck by sending you like 1 or 2 Raihan or like a Crobat, like I'm all about it.
No, it's great, and
Yeah.
I need to do that too. I have like 500 things I need to send to Aaron, with doubles and important stuff. And if you guys don't follow Pokedads TCG on Twitter, you should, because Drew runs helps me run our Twitter. Also, he runs his own Twitter at Katana TCG.
Mhm.
And this a-hole over the weekend just posted a dumb tweet. So we'll get more into it when we're talking about Limitless tournaments. But Celio won Friday's tournament with our boy Jolteon, which is also my favorite evolution.
Mhm.
And he just screenshot his deck and said, if this tweet got 1 like, Pokedad Rick has to play this deck for 7 straight days or something like that. and he just liked it himself. That's what he did.
You should have told me. I would have liked it. I would have so done that.
I only needed 1 like.
That's
I
fair.
took care of it.
That's fucking hilarious.
It was funny though. It actually got quite a few likes, like something I wasn't prepped for. And it, our buddy Devin was like, "So what do you do if there was more than 1 like?" And then Drew was just like, "I didn't plan this far."
For every extra like, it's 1 extra day.
Something like that.
Oh,
So
wait a second. I have some tweeting I need to do.
Rick's playing it for the next 3 years.
Yeah. So I built it yesterday. So I had everything courtesy to Drew, and I haven't played it. I'm gonna play a little bit tonight after we're done. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's a good deck as long as you're not going against one of the Urshifu decks. Like you just get clobbered because of the fun 300 hit points it has. Which, if you listen to Pokedads before, it was our number 1 pet peeve.
It really was, yeah. The fact that it's 300, but that's why it's nice that Leafeon has that extra 10.
Leafeon's missing something in that deck, like to keep it up. Because because everyone runs Path so much, so if they're gonna just get rid of your, was it Galar, right? Galar.
Turf field.
Galar mine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the retreat cost. Yeah, that one.
But like the other. Your opponent's just dropping those pets to the peak on you, and you're losing those extra attack. And
I mean,
it's just frustrating to watch.
I mean, we can talk about my deck in a little bit because that kind of helps with that.
Well, it's not a Leafeon deck anymore.
It's got Leafeon in it. I added Vmaxes to it. Let's just go with that. I have 2 Vmaxes and 2 Rillabooms Vmaxes. I'm running 2/2. So now you got that. Exactly. You got that 170, 180 from the non-retreat with a turf field, and then you have a 280 backup.
Yeah, with nothing fire, but going back to live real quick, I feel like there was something else I was missing. Oh, make sure to use your tickets. So play Team Deck tournaments, whatever you can, to try to get the current Evolving Sky packs, because that's what they tend to be right now. And don't let those go to waste, because then you're taking away a chance of you getting cards that you need now and in the future. So run those. Those are super important. And then also, if people don't understand, I had to explain it to Aaron. When it means like you only can keep 4 of a certain card, the different versions of those cards you could also have 4 of. So doing Quick Ball, for an example, you can have 4 copies of Quick Ball, 4 copies of Reverse Hollow Quick Balls, and 4 copies of Gold. Those will transfer. Yeah.
See, when I was asking about it, I wasn't sure because I thought I read that everything just reverts potentially back to its initial form, and then there's some kind of upgrade mechanic to make it fancier in live. But I could be, I'm assuming that's probably how it's going to go in live eventually, or I'm just mishearing all of this. We'll find out. But yeah.
Oh, Drew was double checking. Were you double checking?
No, I was not double checking. I was telling my wife that I was streaming.
But that's how I took it. Like, Drew, do you see it that way, or do you feel like it's just like, oh no, you just get this uncommon, you can't have other versions of this card?
I could speculate all day long about what I think this is going to be. I would hate to see my 4 gold quick balls that I got on Black Monday turn into regular quick balls, but the secret rares all have different numbers, so that number I think is going to convert over as that number,
which makes sense.
I don't think like reverse hollows have a new number because they're just a different print of the same card. So I think those people who really pride themselves in having 4 like reverse hollow great balls and 4 reverse hollow like evolution incense, because that's like the only flex for those cards because they haven't been secreted before. I think that could run into an issue. Now, energy, I'm very concerned about because I have a very cool collection of hollow energy that's like post Heart Gold Soul Silver. And if that doesn't convert over, I'm going to be a little sad, but I can live without hollow energy.
I can't. It's just it feels good when you play that shiny energy. Just get it, man. Just plop it down.
And like on your like Accord, playing electric decks with the reverse hollows that were in Sun and Moon, where everything was gold with blue outline, and the gold cards were all gold, and then the hollow like lightning energy is basically gold. That was such like a fun feeling to have everything like together. So yeah, like hollow energy does have like a special place in my heart, but I've got 7,000 packs of shit to go through, so I'm gonna go get my hollow energy back one way or another.
I was gonna say the one thing you have to worry about is anything it's Sun and Moon or earlier is gone anyways. So anything that's shiny or gold from previous to Sun and Moon, I believe it's just coins or crystals.
No. So eventually the black and white stuff will come back to your account.
Gotcha.
The Sun and Moon, the Sun and Moon from Lost Thunder up to now is what's current, but the cards that are backlogged, for instance, the gold switch card from Sun and Moon base set, you'll still have it. You just can't use it until they open up the rest of that stuff later.
Makes sense.
So don't forget about that. What people are freaking out is the whole silver and gold cards, because those energies are like the top dog energies.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to energies real quick, and then we'll take a break, is it sucks that we have all the other energies in gold for Sword and Shield, and then grass just misses the cut. Because I made a joke for Aaron. I was like, I need 15 of these in live, and I need 15 of these in real life for Aaron, because Aaron's always going to play grass. Investing into 15 secret gold energies just seems like the right thing to do. So it's not. But I was like, I'll get this up, we'll build it, and then Aaron's like, well, I would have to like craft it, or I was like, oh yeah, that sucks. So we'll see how that goes. Plenty of crafting for gold grass energy in the future. Anything else you learned this week, Drew, or anything you read that you would like to share?
Put Crobat Vmax in Duraludon Bronzong box. That is all I've learned this week.
Okay, this guy. All right. Well, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back. I'm going to leave you guys. Yesterday was Blink-182's 10-year anniversary of Neighborhoods, the album they made after they came back from being broken up back, from 2005, and then they returned in 2008, and it took 3 years to drop an album. It's a very special one to me, and here's Blink-182 After Midnight.
And then for the stream, since
we can't do that.
So we had a request from the stream that they want to know if we would do a shot for the break, all of us, for a little stream love.
Oh, I would, but my throat.
Yeah,
is so
we got
jacked.
some. Hey, it kills bacteria, man.
Oh, it's so scratchy. It's just so scratchy.
Drew did one.
Of water?
No, I think it's Powerade.
It's Powerade.
I have nothing in my house, so.
I have bourbon around me right now. I got tequila over like right there. So I will do one since Rick cannot. And then it'll help, with my sickness. So I'll be right back. 1 second. Run and get your own if you're going to get one. You got like a minute and a half. I need my phone.
No, it's definitely not vodka. This is way too hazy for vodka. Attaboy, Devin. Take one for the Pokedad team.
Oof. This is for the live viewers right now. Shannon just texted me and she said I finally got the opportunity to fart out loud. So happy for her.
Pokemoms. So were we supposed to put on a break screen, or are we just taking a break as is?
He just left it up.
Works for me.
That's terrible.
So any of my Pokedads who are chilling and vibing during the break, we want to spend all of our tickets. I think we should flood the standard ticket events together and potentially play against each other in all these events. I think that'd be super fun. So Patreon, Pokedads, people who aren't a part of the Patreon yet who want to be a part of it, let's find a day and flood PTCGO events with these tickets. It'll be hella fun.
I got this Casa Nobles. It's nice tequila that I got for Christmas with this really cool like skull shot glass that I had to like wipe out because I haven't taken a shot in forever, so they're all dusty.
Crazy emoji reactions. It's definitely something coming up because we'll be streaming more when it comes to like playing our episodes every week.
Yep.
I will definitely get custom emojis done. I found the artist that I want to use, and I'll go from there.
So
here's my apple juice.
Apple juice, yeah, definitely apple juice. Cheers, Pokedad.
Oh, what a stiff sip of Powerade that was.
Man. I mean, it's the white clear one, right? Because that one's delicious.
It is.
Oh man, that one's a good one. That one and like the blue raspberry one.
Yeah, Devin, let's find a day. Even if it's just you and me, Devin, let's go flood the ticket events. It'll be fun.
Rick, I hope you record or like mark down when our break actually started to help you when you edit this for non-streamers.
Or no, that's not as easy. Yeah. I just fast forward and just be like, listen to me, be like, oh, this is what we're in.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
It is the white cherry flavor. That is correct. I just figured because.
Yeah. Good thing Drew is sitting down. He just pounded that shot. Woo!
Right? No shit.
Electrolytes.
That's great. Well, refill my drink.
It doesn't dye my teeth orange or blue.
Yes.
That's why I get the neutral colors.
My wife hates ones that like turn her tongue different colors. So I feel that. Though I am not too particular. I like flavors more than anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been able to taste anything since I got COVID. Just kidding.
Yep. And Professor JJ, I cannot use a Victini Vmax just because it is not grass. It is the enemy. It is the enemy. It is my rival. Not even my rival. It is just pure evil.
So would you combo it with more water Pokemon? The enemy of my enemy.
I mean,
let me introduce you to
it. If I'm doing like the Inteleon, like baby Inteleon line, maybe. Otherwise, fuck no. I mean, right now my deck it's going pretty well. I almost won a tournament versus a Shadow Rider that I fucked up on, and I could have beat him, but I let him accelerate.
That's what they do.
I went on like a 7-game win streak with it in the fucking random bouts. I mentioned to you, Rick, on some of the ones I went against. So it's got some merits. Just Victini Vmax, fuck when you run into one of those.
Yeah, especially
that's
if
hard
to go first.
Yes,
you have to like pray for them to miss the first turn energy.
Yep. There's a route. I run into Zarud, so I'm still kind of running that, which really helps to be able to swap out, heal it back up after that one hit, and keep going. Works really, really well.
Well, what I forgot to. I was gonna reach out to you on Friday. There was actually quite a few Leafeons within the top 8, but there were 2 different changes. One was running one Zarud, which I thought was really interesting.
That's what I run.
And then it was and Suicune. They ran Suicune in their deck. The old faithful without the Zarud and Suicune did better than the other 2, but I just thought that was interesting. I really like the Zarud thing. The Suicune thing was a little weird.
Yep.
Weird to me. I was sitting down and I was going through the Jolteon stuff, and I was like, God, what can I do? And understand that it's hard to like prep for every single deck. Like sometimes you just gotta take the L when it comes to certain decks. But I was like, how can I add Sylveon into Jolteon? You know, I was looking into that because it's both attacks are colorless.
Yep.
Except it's 3 for Vmax and 2 for the V card. The V card attack is worthless. Like you wouldn't use it. You use it for its ability of grabbing an item from your deck and then your turn ends. But what makes the attack of Sylveon Vmax interesting is it does 70 plus 30 for every different type of Pokemon you have on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So to hit that beautiful number of 160 to be able to knock out Urshifu, you would have to have your Inteleon, Jolteon, and Zigzagoon on the bench, and then you'll be able to knock out Urshifu. That's it. I was looking at that, and I was like, well, 3 energies is kind of tough, but you could run Rapid Strike Energy for 2.
And Aurora Energy.
No, you don't even.
Or Rapid Strike, yeah.
Yeah, the Rapid Strike for the 2 energy attachment, and then a Lightning Energy, and you'll be able to get that off in 2
True,
turns.
yeah.
But I don't know.
Sylveon also heals too, which is cool.
Yeah.
You'll only be able to use that if you have Aurora Energy or you play Rapid Strike Energy.
I think Aurora
Like the
Energy would be sufficient in that way you can do your dual attacking, and then not only that, but if you really needed to finish off a game with whatever Zigzagoon attacks was, it's possible for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it swings for darkness.
I'm just curious, like, if it's even worth it. Like, you're adding that, but then what do you drop? Because the Jolteon deck runs so smoothly, like it's so consistent. So.
Yep. And for those watching right now, this is pretty. It's like this conversation either happens about like decks and stuff like that, or other Pokemon stuff, or it's completely unrelated at all. So.
It could be anything.
It's random as shit.
So
sometimes break is 10 seconds, sometimes it's 5 minutes actually.
I won't lie, I'm honestly surprised that Finn's still sleeping. He's been down since 7:15ish, and here we are 3 hours later and he hasn't peeped.
Nice.
Because it's by myself, so if he wakes up I gotta be like, all right guys, do your thing.
Love you.
That podcast is done.
Drew, you were out in the driver's seat. And he starts sweating.
God, no. I'd like to talk about win percentages.
Yeah. I don't want to lose our listeners. So.
At 51.89%.
Which, well, I understand is definitely important. But all right. Here we go. Let's get this going. All right, we're back from a very exciting break of just chatting about decks while we were still streaming. So it's a good time.
It was.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. All right. Well, so here we are. We're approaching October, the month of celebrations. A lot of Pokemon stuff. And COVID is still being COVID. And we're not coming close to any real Pokemon tournaments in person at all. Which is frustrating because we felt like everyone I talked to before we signed up with Paper or Plastic for our Pokedads stuff, we were looking at official stuff by the end of the summer. People were saying September. There was stuff online. People were thinking, that's going to go. That's what Pokemon was thinking. And here we are approaching October with still probably no signs of tournaments coming back anytime soon. So we thought it might be, well, when I saw Drew came up with this brilliant idea. So
intern ideas.
Work.
Yeah.
So if this episode doesn't do well,
you know whose fault it is.
Yeah.
I've already been demoted from Pokedad back to how much worse can it get?
Did we just call you Andrew instead of Drew?
Oh, if you call me Andrew, I know I'm in trouble.
That's me with Shannon too. If they call me Richard, I know. Yeah.
See, I'm safe. I only have one name.
Ron.
Aaron.
I would do that too. If Aaron pissed me off, I'd be like, God damn it, Ron.
I wouldn't take you seriously at that point.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But yeah, say my full name is also like as a kid, like Richard James. I'm like, oh, fudge.
Your name is Rick James?
Yes, it is.
Pokedad Nation, we need to talk about this. We've had Rick James as our fearless co-leader for X amount of time, and we're just now finding out about this. Breaking Pokedad news.
On episode 84.
Rick James.
Yeah, it is James. Yeah, fun times. It's like what 21st century. I don't even know if I remember Aaron's middle name. Aaron, can I guess your middle name, or do you rather not me say your middle name?
I would rather not. I changed it legally to Vileplume.
That's fine. Actually, all right. I know it starts with a J.
It does.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm good. All right. But anywho, so we're gonna be talking about Limitless TCG. So if you haven't heard of Limitless, it's this wonderful website, which there's two versions. There's Play Limitless and there's Limitless.com. I think it's also something different because if you use Limitless.com, it takes you to this really weird website. So don't do that.
Limitless.com.
All
right, let's see.
It's Limitless TCG. I think that's what you have to put there. So
welcome to global planning and innovating engineer, life-enhancing developments, balanced, sustainable, mixed-use communities delivered with vision, passion, creativity, commitment, and respect. The world
buddy.
of Limitless.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
I appreciate it. So you're a beginner, and the ladder. Maybe you're really good at the ladder, but you're getting kind of frustrated that every time you're on the ladder, like Aaron was talking about last week when he went on a 7-game win streak, he played only one deck that was kind of meta related and stomped everything else. So he didn't really get enough time of actually finding out if his deck can be consistent in the tier of the meta.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Limitless comes in. And Limitless was started by some wonderful people that I will have Drew continue this conversation with.
Right now? Starting right now?
Surprise!
You got it.
My stage? All right, so Limitless TCG. These are a group of fellow Pokemon players and card game players for that matter, who wanted to give us all an online platform to compete and give us metadata and have like almost like stats like you would on the back of like a baseball card.
Yeah.
And they do this all for free. They do this just so people can have this kind of information and have this kind of fun at our disposal while live events aren't available to us. And it's really a cool thing for all of us to use at any given time. There are tournaments being held by different content creators, different TOs, different judges, and at any time of day, at any time zone. So all of our Pokedad Nation from anywhere in the world can play a Limitless event at any time of the day. If you're a night owl like me on Saturday nights, I'll go play a tournament at 1 o'clock in the morning if I feel like it. And I did with Joe, one of our Patreon members. What's up? Welcome back to the Discord. But
You're not shut out. I was going to do that a little bit later, but yeah.
Too late.
We're transitioning. No. But
Segue.
It's go to play.limitless.com and you're able to see just tournaments up and down that you can play Digimon with Devin, one of our other Patreon members. You can play webcam tourneys. You can play on PTCGO. Even shops are holding their IRL tourneys using the Limitless platform because it is such a cool program that does the matchups for you, randomizes everything based on elimination or Swiss, and you're able to actually put yourself out there and play against other competitive people who are purposefully putting themselves in situations to have that stress and put strain on these decks that they're building. And it's such a big step up from playing the ticket events or the ladder because you are consistently playing against different meta games every time. And if you're noticing on Pokestats or Limitless that there's an abundance of Shadow Riders and you want to go test out your next Dark deck, unfortunately it's not going to work for you because everyone changes their deck the next tournament. But you're able to kind of see win percentages and see how teching specific decks against different matchups will help you in deck building in the future, and Limitless provides all of this info at your fingertips. Not for Digimon, unfortunately. Sorry, Devin. But for Pokemon right now, it is very streamlined to help new players learn and bridge that gap between laddering and playing competitively to get you kind of in that mind state, obviously, like not with body language and stuff like that at like real like tabletop events, but to get into that competitive mind state of trying to get a first place finish. And you can win things like real packs, real money for playing like free events that are on there. It's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of them like to do the 100 plus pack, or not 100 plus, but 100 packs. Some of them did some packs and got you gold cards. I know Quickball was very popular the last couple weeks, which is super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of really good ones. Just to think a couple big ones, we have the Sunday Open, which is really popping. And shout out to Joe, who finished top 5.
Congrats.
With his amazing Alcremie Vmax turbo deck. So was very consistent. No deck out there. This is the first time people were seeing it, and even Zapdos TCG did a short video about his deck. So
that's cool as shit. Fuck yeah!
So popular. And then we got the Chill tournament. You've heard us talk about it at least since Drew joined the pod. Is every Wednesday, and that's one of the biggest ones. And then Zach Lesage, right? Lesage or
Lesage?
Lesage.
Lesage.
But Lesage.
Lesage.
It's French.
He recently started his for late night. So those people like Drew was saying, the people that like to play late night. And Cilio started jumping in. I don't know if his is every week though. I think he's doing it more of like once in a while kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And then what was Fridays again? What was big about Friday?
What was Fridays? Wasn't that a stats tournament? That was a Pokestats.
Pokestats. Yeah, so it was a Pokestats tournament. So the biggest ones currently we have are Wednesdays, Sundays, and I guess Fridays. Fridays tend to be popular because Cilio does it on Fridays. It looks like Pokestats does it on Fridays. But what we're trying to discuss and also let you guys know, you don't need to jump in those huge, super competitive tournaments to try to get better. There's so many out there that you could just jump in. And a perfect example is Sunny's tournament today. It was just 50 plus people. Drew jumped in. It was super quick. It wasn't long, right? It didn't take all day.
No, it was 6 rounds, free entry, and I had opportunities to play against people like Celios and Munchlax TCG, all these well-renowned names in the Pokemon basically Twitter community who consistently top 8 and make top cut in all these tourneys. So it's really cool exposure to play against these people. Shout out Joe again for beating Henry Brand in the Sableye tournament. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's always good to be like. I feel like I'd do better if I just didn't know who people were. Like I would just play my game, not look in the top left corner, and I'd be like, oh. Yeah.
I never look in the top left corner. Ever. I have no idea who I'm playing other than when I see hello and smiley faces. That's the only time I ever even look up there.
That's good, man. For me, I just look at it and be like it would be Sableye or something. I'm like, oh,
it's just
hopefully he's not recording me right now.
So for those listening, with Rick, because there's definitely always that anxiety that you can get. That ladder anxiety is kind of is usually what it's described as. In this case, it'd be like tournament anxiety. The big thing, I mean, just playing against those people, playing just in general more often in ranked will help you kind of get over that, and just always accept that even if it's got it's tournament, if it's ranked, it's still the same thing as playing against your friend. It's still the same thing as playing against some random person on the internet. It's no different whatsoever. You just play your game. You just don't worry about it. Just clear your mind. Just focus on yourself and you'll do fine.
And if you get mad, spam well played.
No, I have never done that once. The only BM I've ever done was against a deck that was a mill deck, and I was like, "You're gonna deck out, you son of a bitch, and I'm not gonna lose this game." And he timed out. He timed out, and I won. I was like, "Fuck you!" And that was during one of the Players' Cups.
I know.
It was great.
I know. It's a very good time.
So glad that archetype is seized for a moment.
Yeah,
it'll be back. It'll be back.
Right now, I'm fine.
Yeah. I'm also shout out to Frosted Caribou. She does this really fun stuff on every other Tuesday called WAP. WAD.
WAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, WAP.
Down. The attack from Orangaroo.
Yeah. So WDE on her YouTube channel, she gets 4 players and they all bring 4 different decks and they play each other at her house. And then she'll like ask, she'll answer questions and talk about what each of these decks do, and just filled with so much great information. And this Tuesday, she was able to have Sableye from all the way from Australia to jump on and co-host tonight's games, which was awesome. So, Boo, if you're listening, hit up the Pokedads.
Yeah.
We'll do a Tuesday with you. That'd be fun.
I'll talk numbers.
he had a 10% chance of pulling that card there, Pokedad Rick, and he did it.
The stats.
44 cards left in the deck, 3 prizes left. He hasn't pulled a quick ball yet. That means he has
Sorry, I got a random call.
37.5% chance pulling up a quick ball off the top deck.
And then you get excited when he does it because you're like, he did it!
Woo!
Beat the odds, game over. Quick ball, all your prizes, Crobat, he lost.
Oh man.
Thank you, Math. Thank you. Or you'd be like, you know what? He had a better chance if he used Turffield before he played the a certain card, so he would be able to thin his deck out.
No, that's a real thing. That is a real thing.
But let's see. Is there anything else we should go over?
I think one cool tool that Limitless provides you is you're actually able to see everyone's deck lists for what they are. And if you're feeling like you're opening packs left, right, and sideways, trying to scramble together some sort of, standard or expanded deck, you can use these decks as at least a base reference and net deck their 60 card decks and add in the spice that makes your archetype, the way that you play your decks, better. It's not that you're missing consistency pieces, but when I'm building a deck and I'm like, oh man, this attack is cool, and this supporter would help that attack, and then I've added 14 supporters into a deck and I have no room for energy, I have to trim it all back, and then all of a sudden this deck is no longer as useful as I thought it was. If it was like a 68 card deck, it would have worked great. So going on there and looking at other people's spice and taking their 60 and being able to make it your own, or just grabbing a winning 60 and seeing if that's your archetype that you want to play with as is really cool. Obviously, you have to have the cards in PTCGO, but you're able to import their lists and play something that you may not have thought to build in the first place, or something you played against in the ladder that you weren't able to spot their list before you moved on to your next match. So that's another really good resource that Limitless provides to its players.
That's exciting. That's really good too, because it also a reminder. Sometimes you hear a deck that did super well, and I was fault for this too. Is when I started playing, I saw this dope ass Pikarom deck, and I copied it, and then I brought it in somewhere, and did not know that some cards that were in that deck was just for that tournament only, because they did a meta call, and they're like, oh, they're playing this card, or they're playing hammers because of like how heavy someone was playing a certain card. And you could go somewhere else and the meta is completely different. Like if you went to a different store, so there's different Pokemon tournament stores you went to, that meta that you just went to is going to be different than the meta you're going to the next tournament. You always have to, that's what any card game, that's one thing I love about card games, is you always have to figure out and guess. And sometimes you're going to be right on the money and you're going to do well. And sometimes you're just going to land on your face and go 0-2 right off in the tournament. Or sometimes you just play the same deck because you're in love with a certain type of dragon deck and you just can't let it go.
Yeah, grass.
Or grass.
At least grass, you have some options. Right
there are no options.
Okay.
No, I have definitely limited myself in a couple aspects of just trying to still make Rillaboom work. Like, I could play a deck that would dominate and destroy and have no problem with it, but it's kind of fun to try to make that stupid fucking monkey work. So,
Well, I meant like,
Monkey.
so you got the monkey. You can
Yeah.
figure out how to make that work. You have the
The
Digimon
Leafeon.
if you want to play it.
Yep, I got Digimon, I got the
And then-
Leafeon.
And you got Leafeon. Those are your only options. But at least you have options.
Oh, hell yeah.
You go fire, it's Victini, and then that's it.
Yep.
Right now. Oh, I guess Charizard right now. Leon's Charizard could be pretty good. I've seen some
That was sick.
videos.
Such a sick deck.
Yeah. It still has its problems when you have like Ice Rider and Suicune being super heavy in the meta, where like, well, that's not gonna work out for me. Meta calls.
Oh man, don't even get me started on meta calls, man. I went and played Energy Disruption Victini at the Sableye event that Joe popped off in, and it was the worst meta call I could have. I went 0-4 so quick because I played nothing but water that whole time. It was Suicune this, Suicune that, Ice Rider, then that Cramorant deck where you discard all your Arrokuda.
Yeah.
Mitch Sableye for bringing that up. That's a fantastic deck that I didn't want to play against. No, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, like I love throwing crushing hammers around, and Team Yell Grunt's always fun to play from time to time. But man, it was such a poor meta call. I'm never resubmitting a deck at 1 a.m. ever again.
Next time it'll be 2 a.m.
Fun times, yeah. But it's good. I really think what brought up this conversation is we want to start one too. And I know there's a lot of them out there, but we want to hear from the Pokedad Nation. Like, what day would be really good to do this as a Pokedad, even if you're not a Pokedad, but mostly this is going out to the dad world where you're taking care of kids, spending time with your wife or your husband. It doesn't matter. And you want to play Pokemon, it has to be later, right? And I'm in the same boat. Like, if I want to play competitive, I can't jump on one of the chill tournaments where it starts at 5:21 p.m. Central Time when technically I'm still at work. Like, I won't be able to play those. So I think Drew made a point. It would be pretty cool, though, if we can get the dads to start having a very competitive and fun tournament. Maybe not super competitive at first. Maybe it's everyone learning how to play together and we're playing these tournaments for fun. But we also, of course, we do that in our Discord. So if you're a Patreon member, jump on that. But as a community and able to jump on like what Zach does for late night, does the Pokedads need something? And Drew was like, well, Saturday night, most of the time there's nothing going on. But then you're like, aren't we usually busy on Saturday nights? You're always like, it's Saturday night.
I'm busy all the time on Saturday nights. All the time.
You are.
I feel like you're not.
I mean, that's usually when I see my friends if something's going on.
And at least we try to see each other in person at least once a month. Like, that's what we try to do. So, but like what's up?
A tournament for the intern spot.
Did you talk about that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was for the Patreon tournament.
Right?
Give up his spot if he gets beaten in the quarterly tournament. I forgot about that. That's a good remember.
Oh yeah.
So, I could see Saturday working if it's a little bit later. My problem is like I'm busy every other weekend because I won't have my daughter for 6 weeks. So let's do it. This is the perfect time.
It's 6 weeks of beating Rick with Jolteon. That's the new challenge. This next week gets 1 like. He plays Jolteon for 6 weeks until he thought he can walk again. 2 likes.
2 likes. Send me the link.
That's not a meta call. That's not a meta call at all.
It's a meta call because they'll know what you're playing.
Everyone play Urshifu.
Urshifu. Slippery bears all around.
No, play Colossal because he wants to put Sylveon on it. It ain't weak to Cycle.
I know, it's grass. But I think that it'll be good too because our Pokedad Nation can help us get the Pokedad name out there on Limitless. Like we're trying to be more trending on Twitter. We've been tweeting more, we've been communicating more, and I think it would be good to also help get our stuff out there. But On a quick note, though, Pokedad Nation, another shout out. This last week's episode was another record breaker. We even got higher. We hit 45 on iTunes. So that's 2
Hell
spots higher
yeah.
than the week before. And our numbers this week was crazy. Maybe you guys were so happy Aaron was gone.
That's a lie, because that one streamer was like, I like Pokedad Aaron, so obviously I'm the favorite.
Well, we broke every record this week, and it wasn't a special episode.
They heard that Pokedad Aaron was sick, so they were checking to see if it was true.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That number gets around pretty fast
Yeah.
in Pokedad Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear he had syphilis?
How dare you? It only happened once.
Oh god. The problem of laughing and having a good time, it just brings up the cough, and I'm just like trying to hold it in. Yeah.
I like your cup. I like your cup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same cup.
Twins for life. I love you. Yeah.
Dope Bayside logo. Guess what I'm doing this weekend?
Going to 350 Beer Fest number 3. That hasn't happened in I don't know how many years. That was number 2. We have to go to number 3, get another glass.
Well, 3 happened, 4 happened, and then the pandemic.
You know whose fault this is that I don't know these things? Is Rick. Because I don't plan anything. I'm just told where to go.
That's fine.
All right, back to Pokemon.
But he's going to see Bayside.
I'm going to see Bayside this weekend.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just giving me shit.
No, dude, I'm going to see Bayside. Hawthorne Heights too.
That's cool.
Oh no! I'll give you. All right, I'll talk music. Hawthorne Heights' new album is fantastic. It's the best thing they've written in 15 years. I cannot. There's 3 really good songs. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
Which is better than the one song they used to have.
You're fine, but you know what breaks my heart? So there's this stupid EDM band called Transit, and they uploaded a new song on Spotify.
Transit, yes, I hate it too.
I got the push notification. I was like, no way, they're coming back. Everything's right in their world again, and it's a stupid EDM song. Transit, I'm sorry, you might be a good EDM band in your own right, but how dare you call yourself Transit?
It's a bummer, and an RIP to Mike. So
yeah, big facts.
Yeah, so 2 really good songs. The album, if you guys don't know, it's called The Rain Just Follows Me. You know, super emo. I love it. And you guys got to listen to Tired and Alone and Thunder in Our Hearts. Those 2 songs are flipping dope. And Constant Dread, the track that opens the album, it's great. It blew me off. My friend PJ, not PJ from Constant Collectible Kings, a friend of mine who was a singer of Midway Down, texted me, and he's like, hey, did you listen to Hawthorne Heights yet? And I was like, why would I listen to Hawthorne Heights? He's like, you need to. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that's nice. So enjoy yourself, man. I'm sure they're gonna play a lot of those new songs. You're gonna be like, okay.
I don't know the words of these songs.
I'll tell him Rick James sent me.
Nice.
Yeah, he's like, he did.
It's technically not a lie.
It's good. Okay. Anything else about Limitless, Pokedad turning stuff, living life?
Yeah, hit the cell phone number that Rick's about to say after this with a date that works best for you to do a Pokedads tourney.
815-782-0202.
That one.
Boom.
Also, shout out. I'm recording this now, but everyone that has texted me the last week will have all been replied to by tomorrow, Wednesday. There was a lot. Thank you so much. We got polls. Someone this week polled the alternate art of Vmax Rayquaza. They sent that to us. I was like, fuck.
Wow.
Good for you.
Oh,
and then Drew just sent me a fun TikTok video, which is kind of hard to use on the app. And for some reason I couldn't get the sound to work. So I'm sure it was funny.
Oh, the sound is the best part. I think it might be too long to put in the Discord, but if you're a Pokedad in the Discord, I'm gonna put it in general right now.
And eventually we'll get our Discord stuff working. Not our Discord stuff, our Twitch stuff. So our watchers right now, you could do ! Discord, and that would give you the link into our Discord. But we don't have that set up yet. So sorry to fail you, but we'll get that stuff going. But yeah, well, we're gonna open packs and then we'll head out.
Yep. So I'm going to turn off Rick's camera for this, what he's showing us it, so that way the people on the stream don't get to see it, though they do get to hear it.
Yeah. So, we got the Evolutions and Rayquaza. Aaron, since you're back, which one would you like?
Give me the Umbreon.
Want the Umbreon?
Oh god, I can't make you gigantic because it messes up the rest of the cameras, which means I have to try to squint to see these letters. It's good times.
I can still see him on the thingy though.
Well, yeah, he's fine right now. He hasn't shown it's only when the code's there.
Okay, cool.
All right, Drew, which one you want, buddy?
Sylveon.
All right, and then I'll go first since you guys picked.
Okay. So, stream, what do you think he's gonna get?
I'm gonna get a monkey.
Ooh, white gold.
Your camera's off, but are you gonna be showing it or no? Good, you're not. Go.
No. All right, we have Leonardo to Michael Boyk, Leonardo, Victor, Leonardo, Vagina, 6, Yolanda, 7, 9, Jacob.
Boom.
Nailed it. We got Steel Energy, Xana's Resolve, Hippodon, Tentacruel, Bagon, Love Disc, Seedot, Slackoth. No.
Slackoth?
Slackoth?
Slack.
Okay.
Like slack off, but slack.
Flabebe, which was our card of last week.
Blah.
Switching Cups is our reverse. And
we won't be able to tell what it is.
Hydrogen. He has a fun attack.
That's what matters.
What
does it do?
It's a dragon counter, 20 plus. This attack does 100 more damage for each prize card your opponent took during their last turn. So it could do 320. Almost knocking out any Vmax. It sucks, it's a stage 3. Stage 2. Speaking of which, I want to go back to Lucky. Is it Lucky Stick or Lucky Ice Cream?
The popsicle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking popsicle.
There might be a.
It's Lucky Ice Pop.
Yeah. So there's stuff going on Twitter over the weekend that there might be a glitch in PTCGO. When the card is used, you automatically get heads.
No, that's false. I literally played against one like a day or two ago, and it was like 3 heads, and it's like tails. Like, you son of a bitch.
Okay, well, someone played it and recorded it and put it on Twitter, and the dude got 9 heads.
I mean, like, it can happen.
That's crazy.
He uploaded the game data too, and it 100% just flipped heads. Nothing was broken or anything like that.
No, I definitely played against one the other day with one of the dragons that does.
Okay. The Dracozolt.
Yeah, when you attack it, you take 120 damage. Yeah, I almost beat it too. I was so close.
Yeah, it's so funny.
All right, Aaron, how do you want me to show your code?
I'm just gonna turn your camera off, and you can just put it as close. Okay. So camera is off. I'm ready. All right, we got Dog, My, Richard, Cock, Boy, Wood 7, Nipples, Vagina, Harry 79, Wood. All right, turn the cameras back on so they can see. Dark Energy. Zinnia's Resolve. It's gonna be really hard for me to see these. You're way low. You're so low. I can't see it. You couldn't see it. There you go. Yeah, put it like in front of your face. Hippodon. Hippodon.
My monitor is up higher than normal, so I have to really extend my arms.
Lotad. Teddy Ursa. Cragonal. Nickit. Dweeble. A reverse hollow shopping center. Yeah, and you can't read it because you're wiggling. Gorgeist. Yeah, but we got a shiny shopping center.
Oh.
Sad. The stream can only see me do like the one hand.
I got you. That's my bad.
No, you were fine. All right, let me turn off the camera for you again. Boom.
All right, we got 7 Zinnia Cock, Marvin Cock, 4 Cock, Vagina, Yolanda, 2 Jack, Gargle, Cock.
Impressive.
You gargle that cock.
Lots of cock.
We-
There's a lot of cock in this one, guy. All right, we got Dark Energy. We got the Scroll of the Bad Deck.
Nice.
We got Crystal. We talked about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Switch Cups. Bergmite. Carvana.
Na.
Emolga. Slackoth. Gossifleur. Lombre, Reverse Hollow. And a Stoutland. Yeah.
Woo! So,
And this
go ahead.
I got one for Pokedad Nation. I'm just gonna read off this code. I'm not gonna give you any context about what you're getting. Good luck. Tell us in the text line what you got and show it off in the Discord if you can. All right, so we got Cock 7, Lydia 6, Titties, Queef, Titties, Butts, Michael, Wood, Cock, Dick.
I really hope your wife walks in on you on that at some point as you're like reading one of these things off at some point. It's gonna be great.
It's Pokemon, I swear.
Just the only fan side of it. It's fine.
So many cocks.
Yeah, great.
You know what?
Aaron,
Cocks and titties everywhere.
What's up?
I like. Question of the week. What is it?
Question of the week is, how am I feeling today? No. Question of the week. What is the deck I am currently running? It was talked about before the break and after, and it was mentioned. So this is a tougher one here.
Is it?
We will
It's super tough. They'll never figure it out.
Right answer.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And what is the name of it? As someone's gonna name the deck, because I don't have a name for it. You can't think of one right now, Drew, and say it because then you'll give one away.
It's fine.
But I need to come up with a dumb name like Slippery Bear.
Slippery Bear is a great fucking name. Shut up.
Anywho, because the polls weren't super hot, I will be giving the winner Jolteon V. So not
Nice.
the code card, but the physical card. So
Nice.
So
we'll be doing that.
So what I also enjoy about these live streams, I just want to bring up, is that, when we're reading off cards, sometimes there's like a delay between each one we're reading, and now the viewers can really see that we're just waiting for the card to come into focus on Rick's camera, because it's like the camera's just like, fuck you half the time.
Make it feel better. I'm not stupid.
see someone in the Twitch already redeemed the code.
Nice.
Yeah,
What was it?
this is Zacian V Union.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I was gonna I was like, you know what's gonna be, guys? It's gonna be a V Union card, but I just kept it to myself.
Oh yeah, no, that's dope. Sorry, podcast listeners.
Well, it's not like any head warning that you guys knew, but we'll get a more official, like, what day we'll record live, and we'll make it more consistent so you guys can jump on, and then the people that are watching this on YouTube, hit that follow button on Spotify and the notifications so you hear us when we know we drop the episode of Pokedads on every Friday. And if you're listening on iTunes, 5-star, pats on back, helps the Pokedads name out there, helps us get involved in the podcast community and in people finding us. Hence why you guys are doing such a great job and putting us up there in iTunes currently, and we deeply appreciate it. And then if you want to be like Joe or our buddy Goldberg from last week and want to join our Patreon group, hit patreon.com/PokedadsTCG for only $2 a month. Gets you into our Discord, gets you into our free trades. We do whatever we can to make sure we help you build the deck that you're trying to build. Our monthly hangouts, our quarterly Pokedad tournaments, and whatever fun shenanigans we can think of between now and forever. Yeah, just $2. Come hang out. every dollar helps us in the long way. It helps us for better gear. It helps us to continue doing what we're doing, so our wives don't yell at us that we're wasting time, because we could be like, well, we're making money, and it's all because of the Pokedad Nation.
I tried that with my wife. It doesn't work. StarCraft days when I made like $420 over the course of like 5 years. I'm like, I was making money doing video games. She's like, no, you weren't.
You're still making money.
I'm making money now, but it's technically not video games. It's D&D. Completely different.
Yeah, which is getting a huge update in November. Did you
Yep,
hear about
but
that?
it's supposed to be, no, it's 2022 and it's going to be compatible and stuff like that. There's a new book coming out, but yeah, there's a whole update that'll be great. It'll be good for me.
It ruins the game. You lose like half your group. Like, no, come back. We're doing the old stuff.
Don't put that evil on me, Big Mommy.
Well, it's like anything. People don't like change. Hence why everyone was upset with Pokemon Live over Pokemon TCG.
Mhm.
Change is a good thing.
Yep.
You guys don't see it. You don't want change, but it's good. It's healthy. It's really good. And then also, the other tiers, $5 a month gets you all the other access and stuff like that. Our bonus episodes, like our Pokemons episode, and more maybe Patreon exclusive episodes where we guys just hang out and we'll give it to the group and let them talk. There's some changes going on for this tier due to the fact that Drew tends to be really good at recording on Thursdays, so I can't just keep telling people that you can get early access to episodes when we're recording on Thursday and then I'm dropping the episode on Friday. So we're looking to change that up. So the people in those tiers right now, we'll get that stuff straightened, and I'll make it up to you. So we appreciate you guys being here. And then $10 a month gets you all that other stuff, plus Pokedad gear, one-on-one hangouts if you want, or 3-on-1, 4-on-1, whatever way you like it. If you like a gangbang, we're here for you.
Pokedad Rick is here for you.
So with questions and stuff like that more tiers are in development right now. We got a lot of stuff planning because Pokedads are only 2 months away from our 2-year anniversary. So this year's went by super quick. Got a lot of stuff going, and we start the celebration on December 10th at C2E2. So if you guys can make it to Chicago, we will have special anniversary stuff there. It's going to be great, and it's going to be limited, and it's only going to be for that weekend. So I'm super stoked on that. And yeah, outside of that, I did that. I didn't forget about Patreon. I didn't forget about our iTunes stuff. That's super dope. Aaron, on the top of your head, give me a non-V Pokemon card for the Pokemon tournament.
A non-V Pokemon card.
And it has to involve.
Okay. This means, well, it's so much pressure. I can't remember what I already said before. Let's go ahead and go with Bronzong.
I think that's fine.
It is fine. There is one. Yeah, we're good.
And then I'm going to go with the boy I pulled today with the Hollow and Hydreigon. So that's the dragon I'm pulling. I also chose a dragon last week, but I'm going to keep the dragons going.
Mm-hmm. So,
and Drew is soul searching. Let him do his thing.
Well,
no, you're okay.
Go.
Whenever you pointed it to me, I'm ready.
All right, you're good.
Okay, cool. And we are choosing Vullaby from Rebel Clash.
All right, that's good. I like it. Still finding the full details, but mostly it's an evolving deck with no V boxes. So all one prize Pokemon will be for this tournament, which will be held technically. Well, so July was the last one. It'll be what, August? It's supposed to be this coming month, but I'm probably gonna push that back till November. Just so because we took a little bit of finishing the last tournament, and we'll get that stuff straight.
Which Bronzong are we gonna do?
Don't be asking me questions like that.
I'm assuming he was doing battle styles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the one that allows you to move energy around, right? That's the one you want.
Versus the no, I honestly like the one where it's what your Pokemon are immune to fire. Is that what it is? No,
that's that
one.
Gone.
Then we're doing that. Yes, so it is the battle styles one.
Okay.
I couldn't remember what the other one was, to be honest. I mean, I only know grass Pokemon, guys. Come on. Putting pressure on me.
Yeah, Bronzong's resistance to grass.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's great. That's great. Well, thanks for the people that have watched with
Yep.
us. We deeply appreciate you guys the short notice and jumping on. But this is mostly also I can edit, put it on our TikTok, and then also I can start putting our stuff on YouTube. Just trying to, as I have all this free time, as I'm currently looking for a job, is just to get Pokedads' name out there as much as possible. And Aaron and Drew have helped me a lot, and it's just great to continue getting this stuff going. So, as always, I'm Pokedad Rick.
I'm Pokedad Aaron.
And I'm Pokedad intern Drew.
Hope you guys have a wonderful, I don't know, just have a wonderful day. Just have it.
Or else.
I felt like it's been hard for me. When it rains, it pours. It's kind of the feelings I got right now. But be able to hang out with you guys for an hour and a half or so took my shitty day today, and I'm in a better mood than I was before we started. So deeply appreciate you guys and able to hang out with me. Also shout out to Pokedad Scott just being there and talking to me a couple days ago because I really need it. And not having Shannon here kind of sucks because it's like my best friend also, and not able to just sit down and have a conversation with her. It's rough because I end up talking to a 15-month-old. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
He doesn't understand the struggles of life yet.
Yeah, he's got some time. So, and any of our listeners, if you feel like that, you're having a rough day and you need someone to talk to, feel free to hit us up on our Discord if you're part of our Discord group, or if you want to chat at again at 815-782-0202. We all deal with some kind of anxiety or stuff that's going through. We're here for you, and we want to help in the mental aspect of things as much as we can because this is good for me, and I appreciate it. And we hope our listeners, we can be good for you too. So, Aaron, sign us off.
And may your pulls be ever in your favor. Thanks.
Hey, we're not even gonna stop.